Australium. For the people watching YouTube right now, this is a restart because my computer died. I didn't have the computer charger and etc. Apologies. Welcome Tita Joy to the show. So yeah, I traced my ancestry and I want to get there eventually, but Barbara, what got you into drums? What got you into West African drums? Yeah, for the people just joining, just watching, we're here speaking about Japanese art like this, as well as books that I write based in Japan like this, fantasy, romance, and the newest book, which you can find at brandonshin.net, or just go to the link in my bio, or if you're on YouTube, go check out the descriptions, etc. My most recent book, Yokai Shadows, is fantasy romance together. But yeah, Barbara, what got you into the drums? Music is a beautiful thing. Not a lot of people get into that, so I appreciate your dedication to the craft. We need more musicians. And you can just see some of the artisans in here like this. Oh yeah, Jimmy, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. You can see all the artisans in their studios working like this. Amazing, is it not? I like how they, you can see they put their full focus into the art. And that is what I respect about them, no? That's amazing. So Barbara said, I got into it via dancing. Alright, dancing. Okay, respect. Dancing is like, I guess we're speaking about Western African dances. Oh yes, I was speaking about taiko drums. So 19 years old, fresh here in Japan, and I was like, I gotta bring something back for the parents. And I bought a taiko drum while I was in Chiba. Chiba of all places. Yeah, bought a taiko drum, a very small taiko drum, but sent it back. And the taiko has a huge resonance to it. Like, you can feel the vibrations. Pushing through your chest. It reminds me of like reggae concerts my parents took me to as a child, where they had the huge subwoofer and music would just pierce your chest. Yeah, taiko drums. They used to use that in Japanese, when Japanese warriors would go to war. It's like they would beat the drums before they took off. Get everybody hyped into that warrior mood, you know? Oh look, I can see a little bit of a reflection of the trees on my screen here. Oh, that's interesting. On my wall, I should say. But yeah, taiko, bought that, sent it back to my parents. When I came back from my stint in Japan, still attending university, but went back, to visit the parents and stuff, I would beat the hell out of that drum. It was like, yeah, it's like a release. Actually, Barbara, you can speak on that. How does it feel to play the drums? Is it stress release? Is it more of like, is it therapy, or is it straight musical expression for you? And I went back to when I was playing on that taiko, I felt like it was almost therapy. Speaking of Japanese warriors, we got full-on Japanese samurai gear. which I also have access to, but those, they cost like $50,000. So yeah, if you're interested in getting this full-on samurai gear, again, send me an email. Although, like I said, there are suits $30,000 to $50,000 US. I don't think they have the taiko drums in here. Yeah. No taiko drums. Yeah, that's how I felt. So, let me see. Barbara says, hang on, I'm reading something about your books on Amazon. Oh yeah, I appreciate you. Again though, I think I've spoken about this on previous lives, but as an indie author, many authors now are offering their books direct from their website. It helps us connect with readers like you more directly. And so if you're interested in getting any of my books, I ask that you purchase from my website, brandonchin.net. Much more effective in the ongoing relationship between author and reader. And Amazon is a very fickle beast, although many people buy books from there. It's very, very... Actually, I can give some insight into that. So Amazon pays its authors 2 months after the purchase. If you run any business, you know cash flow is very important for advertising, etc. like this. If you buy direct, we can then funnel those funds into getting more readers into our atmosphere. And so that is why Amazon is not that's why more and more authors are selling their books direct from their website. Because first we get to connect with readers directly as well as keeping the business flowing. So you said you prefer we purchase your work from your site versus Amazon. Okay, yes. But, I mean, obviously I know a lot of people, it's a huge habit for most people to buy from Amazon. So I understand why it's a habit. It's like a ingrained habit for people. But more and more authors are going direct now, and so yeah, if you're looking to buy a book from me, brandonchin.net. You can buy it from there and we can connect directly. I can show you more visions, more experiences of Japan in your inbox. Let me see what else I got in this. I don't see any instruments in here. Yeah, so Barbara, what is music for you? Is it more of is it like a just stress release? Is it spiritual connection? Or is it just straight, oh, I want to be a musician, or I am a musician? Let me see if I don't see any instruments. Yeah, I don't think there are any instruments in here. I act like I can sing. I cannot sing. Although they do have swords, not very related to music, but we can check it out. Why not? Let's check it out. Thank you for the question. For me, music and dance is a form of prayer. Oh, I respect it. Yeah, it's spiritual. A form of prayer. Wow. Yeah, music, yeah, I think I'm in the same line of thinking. Music for me is very spiritual. It's like, well, first, just on like a neurological basis, it activates all parts of the brain. And I think connected to that, it activates parts of our spirit, our soul. What did they say? The most universal language in the world is music. And so I'm not a musician. So I can't. Barbara says when the music is tight. Maybe you meant to say right, or when the music is tight, everyone is doing their part. It is united spiritual. I see what you mean. United spiritual experience. Yes, especially in a group. I 100% agree with that. It is a way for people to bond. And when you add dance to the mix, woo! Yeah, that's one thing I think I miss about living in Japan. Or one thing I miss about living in the US is that sense of unity and experience, musical, spiritual experience I could have at venues, concerts, clubs. Is people actually express themselves through dance and people are out and stuff like that. But Japanese people are kind of stiff when it comes to that stuff. Although they do like to shake the stick, the light stick. Barbara says, I get lost in it, I feel uplifted and am totally free. Yes! This is very shokunin-ish. Shokunin-esque, I would say, is that people everyone has their own form of like complete spiritual connection. For some people that's art, art like no theater. And for others it's music. For me it is writing, which is why I jump into books like this, Shogun Universe. But for Barbara it is music. I get lost in it, I feel uplifted and I'm totally free. So, question. If you play drums, does that mean that it's more of a group experience, or do you have the same spiritual experience by yourself? Barbara says I was in Japan in December to January. I found a West African dance group. It was fun. Where is that West African dance group? I'm assuming it is Tokyo or Yokohama. But please, yes, send me some of that information. I'm interested in that. Yeah, that's the one thing that obviously Japanese people have that here because it's their country, right? It's all ethnically the same. And so when they go to concerts, when they go to clubs, they see themselves everywhere. It is them in that group. They don't feel like they're out. Of course, as a foreigner, I'm literally out. And so, yeah, you can peek inside and see inside the group dynamics and stuff like that. But you don't really feel, even after 10 years, you don't really feel like you're part of the fabric of the society, right? And so stuff like this West African dance group that Barbara attended while she was here in Japan is something I'm very interested in. Oh wow, I just realized that this metal shop in Niigata, I actually went there as part of one of my interviews. Although I did not get to interview the artisan directly, I got a tour of the studio like this. Yeah, I think he wasn't available for the dates I was available. But yeah, this is copper that is basically shaped into different objects like this kettle. Right? Let me see if there's anything in here. Yeah, and the place is called Gyokusendo. Wow, I can't believe I didn't see this before. Yeah, this is in Niigata. I'll read a little this part from Niigata. The headquarters of Gyokusendo speak of the company's heritage and prestige. A beautiful wooden villa with a manicured front garden and tatami floors right in the middle of Niigata Prefecture's Tsubame City. Over 200 years since it was founded in 1816, the company has managed to distinguish itself on a domestic and international level with its beautiful copper kitchenware. Niigata is a region known primarily for its yokoso. Yeah, Tok-san, welcome. We're here talking about this Niigata metal art, one of the studios that I interviewed. Barbara says on Instagram, Aya Tribes. All right, I looked that up. I appreciate you. Aya Tribes. Let's see if I can actually copy this. No, I cannot. But I will copy it. I will research it after this live. Aya Tribes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get more into that spiritual connection you spoke about with other black folks. So I appreciate you. Yeah, I think I went to Niigata back. The last interview I did was, maybe it was 2023, I'm not sure. Might have been 2022. But this copper metal artisan based in Niigata was pretty cool. They basically beat the metal into different shapes with a hammer so that you can have beautiful kettles like this, right? And yeah, pretty refined and amazing products. Let me see if I can read one. Yeah, this is where it was. The workshop at the back of the house is a large tatami room inhabited by 6 or 7 artisans of different ages, both men and women. The air is filled with the constant ringing of hammers striking metal as artisans slowly shape sheets of copper on various anvils. Gyokusendo specialty is known as Tsuiki metal hammering. No molds or cast are used in this process. Every shape and curve of a pan is hammered out of a single sheet of copper directly by an artisan's hand. Therefore, no two pieces are identical. Each artisan occupies their own space in a large room and operates more or less independently. There is too much noise from the non-stop banging of hammer on anvil for collaboration. Everyone wears earplugs in any case. So yeah, the time that I visited, enjoyed listening, gotta run. Peace and prosperity. I appreciate you, Barbara. And actually, we are coming up on the hour here. Perfect timing. Thank you for joining. I enjoyed the conversation. And you actually also helped me serve as my clock. So I appreciate you. That's it for today. As always, BrandonChin.net. If you want any of the books or art, not these books, sorry, it's not a book I wrote. Books or art that you want from Japan, BrandonChin.net. Check it out. See you on the next live. Thank you again for joining. We got cut out at the end on YouTube, but I appreciate you guys.